look, by now I think everyone's heard about how the SNAP benefits are going to end on November 1st because of the government shutdown.
People that just need to eat and have some security in our lives. That's what it's about.
But due to the government shutdown, that help may soon run out. The USDA has declared that there will be no benefits issued beginning this Saturday, November 1st.
I think it is pretty ridiculous how in the richest country on earth, in all of history and all of time, is going to let 42 million people go hungry. SNAP benefits, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, basically goes to extremely poor people who cannot afford food. It's basically a kind of thing, I think it comes out to like $6.25 per person per day. This is a very modest benefit. It's not giving them a ton of money to do a whole bunch of things with. It is the bare minimum. What I'm going to focus on is how it impacts children. The fact that children are going to go hungry and millions of children rely on this program I simply have no words for it. First of all, children are developing. They need good nutrition to be able to develop both physically and mentally. There have been numerous studies showing that children in poor nutritional status end up with poor scores in school. They end up hospitalized at a higher rate. They end up having mental trauma from the fear and uncertainty of not knowing where their next meal will come from. So not only is this a obviously hunger issue, it is an issue that impacts children, their mental health, and their physical health. Now, based on, I'm not a political expert, but based on kind of what I've been reading and seeing, there is an amount of about $9 billion in an account at the USDA for emergency situations that are related to SNAP. They, it seems, are not wanting to release this to put pressure on the Democrats to come to the table and open the government. It is ridiculous that we're playing any type of political games with the health of children and with this situation where millions of people are going to go hungry. These are not people that are sitting at home on the couch. These are people that, for an average of a family of four, I think you have to make less than $40,000. Now imagine that, family of four with the cost of living that we have right now, for $40,000, less than that to qualify for this. On top of that, when you are a diabetic, when you are having numerous comorbidities, when you are freshly out of the hospital, nutrition is key. It is the backbone and the foundation of staying healthy, remaining healthy, and being able to do the things that we need to do. And the fact that that is going to be ripped away from millions of people is unconscionable. I can't believe we're talking about this. And so I hope, obviously this is an issue that is getting a lot of national media attention. This impacts Democrats and Republicans alike. I hope that before November 1st, there's some type of solution to this, whether it's the government reopening or whether it's a temporary measure or whether it's releasing the billions in funds at the USDA, so that we do not impact the health of 42 million people, and in particular of children, because this is not something where, you know, if they can't eat, if they're seeing their parents skipping meals and giving them food, which is already happening, right? But seeing that to a greater extent, the mental trauma of this added on top of the physical stunt in growth, lack of nutrition, going to school hungry, not being able to focus on what they're supposed to be learning and being a child, is going to lead to bad medical outcomes. And not only is this bad from a purely optics and moral point of view, but it's going to lead to poor health for millions and millions of American human beings and children. I hope we can come to our senses.